So, somewhat predictably, I'm thinking about sex. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a guy, and so thinking about sex is one of the main things that I might tend to do. But I'm thinking about sex in a different way. I'm thinking, as I've said before, I'm sure, that sex is like cocaine for men. It's more of an addiction than anything else. And men devote too much time and energy and money and every kind of resources. They devote too much to the pursuit of sex. And it seems like, I'm just thinking as I go here, it seems like sex is the thing rather than producing children. But producing children is obviously the result of sex. And that's probably a separate issue to what I'm thinking about. Well, kind of a separate issue, but I'm thinking that the pursuit of sex for men seems to be one of the main things in life, if not the main things the main thing in life. And I'm thinking that that's not healthy. That's not sensible. It's not a good idea for men to make sex the priority in life. Now, I've heard that sex is quite pleasurable and it's a good thing to do. And I understand that, so, I'm a normal guy in that respect. However, I am thinking that men regard sex too highly and make it too much of a priority in their lives. I think that this should change. I don't think it's good for men to behave this way. I think a lot more can be achieved in life if the priority is changed for men. I think a typical man can do a lot more that's good in his life if he makes other things more of a priority. Um, I have a medical situation that affects memory and whatever, so I'm not in a position currently to be listing the reasons why it's good to focus energy elsewhere. But I think it's fairly obvious that sex should be regarded as more of an addiction than anything else. And in the same way an addiction operates, like cocaine or whatever, cocaine addicts want to pursue cocaine relentlessly, and it is the main thing in their life. And they'll take risks to pursue it. They'll spend money to pursue it, and it will occupy their attention more than anything else. And is the most important thing to them. So I'm thinking that sex operates in a similar way to many men, to most men, and perhaps all men. It's hard to say. But I think it's definitely a good idea to reduce the dependence that men tend to have on sex and the dependence on the pursuit of sex. Um, Sex has a place, obviously, and making babies has a place, obviously. But it is a place. It's not everything, and I'm finding it difficult to say at the moment exactly why it's a good idea to focus energy elsewhere. But I do, at the same time, think it's fairly obvious that it's not good to be focusing on sex like it's everything. When I think of my past life as a younger man, because I'm ancient now, but when I was in my 20s or whatever, when I think of the time and effort and energy I put into the pursuit of sex, I really am disappointed in myself for behaving that way. It doesn't really make sense to me when I think about it now. But it was definitely, I think, from what I remember, and it's limited, but it was the main thing for me, and preoccupied my thoughts, and basically meeting women was the main thing in life, I would say. Um, I'm disappointed in myself, and I think I should have made other things a priority in life. So I'm just advising men out there, young men in particular, to really think about how you're spending your time and energy and what you're thinking about a lot. And you should realize that you don't want to be 20 years older and then looking back and regretting how much energy and effort you put into pursuing women. You should realize now, while you're young, that sex has a place, but it is a particular place. It's not everything. There's more to life.
Morning.
Good morning.